So, this is a long story. One of my cousins has a best friend of 15 years. Let's call her F. They've been friends since high school. By this point, everyone in my family knew F. My cousin was constantly talking to her for hours. They were really close. Earlier this year, I started hearing news about F. She had become extremely sick and depressed, constantly screaming and saying she wanted to end her life. My cousin was pregnant, so she sent her mother, my aunt, to F's house to help F's mother and keep an eye on F. They had psychiatrists and therapists coming to the house. Because F refused to leave, she would fight, scratch, and bite anyone who tried to help her. She would scream and swear at anyone who even whispered a prayer. The therapy wasn't helping, but the psychiatrist prescribed her some medication. Keep in mind that all of this happened over the course of a week, and I was constantly eavesdropping for any updates. Everyone said F was depressed because her boyfriend had broken up with her. One night, my aunt decided to stay at their house. She said F suddenly jumped out of bed and almost threw herself out of the apartment window. They managed to stop her, but she fought back. She grabbed onto the curtains, and when they pulled her away, the curtain rail snapped off the wall on one side and fell down. They eventually forced sleeping pills into her mouth so she could finally fall asleep. The next day, while my aunt was cleaning F's room, which was an absolute mess, she heard a soft tap 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 coming from the wall. She assumed it was probably the neighbors next door, so she didn't pay much attention to it. But when she turned around to clean the window, the curtain rail was back on the wall, completely fixed in a matter of seconds as if it had never been broken. My aunt said she ran out of the apartment immediately. Later, I talked to my cousin. It turned out that F, who was very beautiful and successful, had always wanted to get married by the age of 18. At some point, she decided to visit a woman whom they described as a Jewish witch who supposedly practiced black magic with the help of jinn. They had an argument over money, and the woman allegedly promised to make F go mad and eventually end her life. F is 30 years old now, still unmarried, and still struggling with entities that haunt her mind.